All right, welcome to the Explainer. If you are a focused learner looking to truly master the current state of generative video, you have definitely landed in the right place. Today, we're moving way past those short, gimmicky AI clips we've all seen floating around your feeds. Instead, we're going to build a real, professional, narrative-driven AI film workflow. We'll be taking the exact toolkits used by modern digital directors, everything from AI video generators to Unreal Engine 5, and breaking them down step by step. Let's dive right in. Here's a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll start with the 2026 AI video landscape, move on to solving character consistency, break down the master prompt workflow, tackle cinematic lighting, and wrap up with directing characters and cameras. It's a full syllabus. Okay, part 1, the 2026 AI video landscape. Let's talk about choosing the right engine for your project. With old reliable industry giants like Soar shutting down their APIs around September 2026, migrating your workflow is absolutely crucial right now. But don't panic, the alternatives are totally production ready. We've curated the top platforms here by their best use case so you don't get overwhelmed. Google's VO 3.1, that's your safest all-rounder, and it boasts incredible native lip sync and audio. If you want pure cinematic control, ByteDance's Seedance 2.0 lets you dictate super detailed camera movements. And for a multi-shot narrative, Kling 3.0 is giving you native 4K with highly realistic human faces.
But hey, what if you don't want to choose just one? I completely get it. That's where aggregators like Hedra step in. They offer over 14 video and image models right inside a single workspace. It is literally a game changer for creators who are tired of juggling a dozen different subscriptions. You can use one model for your realistic master shot, switch to another for stylized B-roll, and the whole shebang happens without ever leaving the platform.
Moving on to section 2, let's talk about character consistency, or what I like to call the casting problem. So, why do AI characters morph between scenes? Think about this like casting an actor for a TV show. If their face, or their hair color, or even their jacket randomly changes every time the camera cuts, well, the immersion is instantly ruined, right? We've all seen those AI videos where a character's body proportions just fluctuate wildly shot to shot. It's distracting. Here is the absolute crucial point to understand. AI models naturally have terrible short-term memory. They don't remember past frames. Left on their own, they're just going to guess based on whatever your immediate text prompt is, completely ignoring the video they generated literally 5 seconds ago. So we have to explicitly anchor their identity. I love this quote from the Keeling AI Guide because it hits the nail right on the head. Inconsistent characters shatter the immersion of the viewer and make your work appear amateurish. This perfectly underscores why we've got to solve this before we even think about animation. If you don't lock down that visual identity first, no amount of cool camera moves is going to save your story. Which brings us right into section 3, the master prompt workflow. Let's build your protagonist. How do the pros do it? By following these exact 4 steps to create a visual anchor. First up, you write a master description. Age, skin color, hair, clothing, get specific. Second, use fixed keywords. If it's an olive green hoodie, it's always an olive green hoodie. Third, use negative prompts to tell the AI exactly what you don't want, like no glasses, for example. Finally, use reference images. You actually import your final frame from one scene and use it as the starting reference for the next. This step-by-step process preserves continuity perfectly, saving you so many hours of frustrating re-rolls. Just look at this comparison. It brilliantly illustrates the difference a detailed structure makes. The master prompt on the right leaves zero guesswork for the AI. Top studios use this exact workflow. By pasting that master character text at the top of every single scene, the character's structural identity remains completely locked in, whether they're walking down a rainy street or, flying through space. All right, we've got our actor cast. Section 4, cinematic lighting and atmosphere. Time to set the scene. Now we transition into post-production using tools like Unreal Engine 5. Based on 3D artist Mohamed Solei's methodology, you don't just throw a light in and cross your fingers, you build it in layers. You establish level 1 first. That's your main directional light imitating the sun, paired with volumetric fog. Then comes level 2, where you add specific cinematic spotlights to really carve out your subjects. And finally, level 3 is focused on the action itself. And if you want an incredibly realistic environment, you absolutely need to use an HDRI. Deactivating the real-time capture in your settings and dropping in a 4K HDRI instantly upgrades your sky in natural lighting. It perfectly maps real-world light data onto your digital environment, giving you that premium, high-budget film look basically instantly. Finally, Section 5, Directing Characters and Cameras. This is the final polish. Okay, so having a great-looking, well-lit character is amazing, but it's only half the battle. We actually have to film them moving. This visual from a recent open access paper by the Computer Vision Foundation is wild. It demonstrates how AI can now jointly synthesize the motion of two interacting characters alongside a dynamic camera path. Historically, you had to generate these entirely separately, but now the model treats the characters and the camera as equally important. So instead of painful frame-by-frame manual tracking, the AI uses a coordinate system called toric space. It mathematically calculates spatial relationships, anchoring the camera variables right to the on-screen coordinates of the characters' heads. What does this actually mean for you? It means your subject is automatically and cinematically perfectly framed in every single shot. It does the heavy lifting for you. I want to leave you with this thought. As these highly technical workflows become entirely automated, from maintaining an exact eye shape across 50 scenes to mathematically anchoring a virtual camera inside volumetric fog, the technical barriers to filmmaking are practically vanishing. The engine handles the execution, so the only limit left is your imagination. What are you going